Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Dan, and it's a wealthy life. Today, I'm thinking about talking about what is the meaning of a wealthy life, right? Everyone has a different opinion on this. I want to go through what my opinion is, what I feel is a wealthy life, and I also want to hear back from you guys to let me know what you think a wealthy life is. I think that some people might think having nice things is a wealthy life, and that's okay, right? Um, Maybe some people are able to cope with having tons of debt, being able to have those nice things and not being stressed about it, right? That can be a wealthy life as well. Uh, that to me, I would prefer to have no less stress in my life. So to me, that doesn't feel like a wealthy life, but to some it might, right? Let me know what you think. But as far as my perspective and as far as what I want to discuss on the channel are three things. Family is probably the most important part to being wealthy, to living a wealthy life. Um, your relationships with your family are extremely important. And how do you cultivate those, right? Is it something that just happens one day and everything just works out, right? I don't tend to think so. I think that's something that you have to constantly work on. It's not figured out in one day. It's every day, right? Number two, your work. You need to have a good work-life balance, and you need to have a job that you're happy in, and that's important too. And there's a lot of um, mind games you're going to have to play to deal with 40 years of working from the age of 20 up to 60, sometimes more. Some people work more than 50 years, right? They're able to do that. People have been able to enjoy their work and use their brain to figure out how to enjoy it, right? I mean, throughout 40 to 50 years, you're not going to have the same job, most likely. Some of us do. Some of us get lucky. They love the first job they get and they do it for 40, 50 years, right? That's definitely not me, and that's probably not most people out there. But that's an important part to a wealthy life because you're at your work, you know, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And you need to learn how to enjoy and accept that work in order to live a wealthy life, for sure. Um, so that's my second part of a wealthy life. And my third would be financial. What do I mean by that? Um, I've read on, in many books and online as well that being quote unquote wealthy means that your assets generate more income than your expenses. And that is what I am striving for. And that's what that is my goal for this channel, is to get to that point via discussion and in real life. I'd love to get to that point. I'm getting there. Most of my assets are in retirement. So retirement is basically impossible to pull out to where it could pay for my expenses, but I'm going to get there, right? And I'm sure that everyone here that's listening to this channel hopefully is trying to get there too, right? That's the dream. If your assets can bring in more revenue than expenses, you're living the dream. You could retire, right? But that's a hard thing to accomplish. It's going to take a lot of dedication and grit to do so. Sorry about that. Somebody's mowing behind me, but that's okay. Things happen, right? But anyways, so those are my three things that I think of when I think of a wealthy life. Like I said, everyone else has their different opinion about living a wealthy life. Some people love to have, lavish vehicles where they finance them, and they're happy, right? They're stress free. They don't mind the debt, or they don't mind paying 50,000 in cash for an extravagant vehicle or an extravagant boat. So, anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. I just thought I'd bring those up, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining.